Alright guys, welcome back to Minecraft. I hope you like it. Like if you like and dislike if you don't, subscribe to the video. You may have noticed that the world looks a little bit different, you know? So I have decided to take some advice from the comment section, and I have decided to add a few mods. So I have to use Curse Forge, and I had to make a new world. So unfortunately, I did have to scrap the other world. Of course, I'm still going to play on that world and maybe turn that into a vanilla series, but this is basically going to be the starting over point. Because honestly, I think that it's better if I start from the beginning. So I don't think. So don't like say, don't be like, oh, this is going to be like a completely different thing. No, it's not. But I'm basically going to be starting over from scratch, and hopefully these optimization mods that I've added, because all the mods that I've added are optimization. I didn't add anything else besides those. So luckily you don't have to worry about, some weird mods that make the game like easier to play. Didn't add any of those. All I did was add some mods that make the game more runnable. So we'll see how it goes. I'm hoping that it just makes it so that the game is, easier to play in general and doesn't like add anything weird to you guys. So hopefully it does look better. There are falling leaves. I didn't realize this beforehand, but apparently there's like a mod entity called lithium that adds stuff that allows like the trees to look nicer, and I guess in that regard it adds something that makes it look like leaves are falling down. It's interesting. I don't know why, but if it makes the game run better, I'm honestly for it. So we'll see what happens. So yeah, I'm playing on still 121, still playing on the earliest edition of Minecraft. It's just I'm using a better tool. I'm using better resources to make the game look better for you guys. So, but this does allow me to basically start over, and it also allows me to show you guys how I make my bunker bases. So let's just make it right here, because there's really nothing else to make it. There's no real right place to make these. You just got to make them, so that you can be in a place that's flat, like a flatter area, so you don't like run directly into a river. So the first way to make a house is you just go 7 by 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then you just make it a 2 by 7 hole in the ground, and you'll just keep going down until you reach stone, and then you'll pull out your pickaxe. So this is the easiest way to make a house, because honestly there is no right way to make a house in Minecraft, but I do think that the easier that your first house is, the more you don't have to worry about it, because honestly, the main point of Minecraft is building and crafting. So the best way to make a house is just to make something quick and easy so you can actually start getting into the good parts of the game. So that's what we're going to be doing, just making a 2 by 7. Once you get to stone, and honestly, the reason why I like making this house is that as opposed to above ground houses, this allows you to get stone quickly, so you can make a furnace once you get your house started underground. And I think that's really nice, the fact that you can like get enough cobblestone to make a furnace and start, making your house more effective and getting stone tools and all that good stuff. So of course, once you get to this point, you've made your doorway. Now what you do is you dig 3 in, so 1, 2, 3, and then you dig out this little space right here so that you can get yourself inside. And then once you get to this corner in here, you're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think the 3 by 5 house is honestly the best starter house, because you can get a double chest in, 2 furnaces, a crafting table, and also a blast furnace once you start finding iron. So I do believe that's the best way. There of course are other ways to do a starter house. I'm not telling you that this is the way that you should do it. I'm just saying that it's the best way for me to do it. And we already found iron. Look at that. We already found iron. That's pretty much the luckiest iron spawn I've ever had in Minecraft, where I just find it. Literally, I'm not even trying to find it. I'm just trying to build a house. And the game's just like, here's some iron. So hopefully there's 3 iron here. I honestly don't know how much there is, but hopefully there's 3 so we can make a bucket so we can start on the underground farm, because it does take a long while for crops to grow. So I do think the locate, yeah, locate biome still exists. So we will be using that command soon. That's the only command that I use besides maybe, I think the only other command that I use is if I have too much cobblestone. If I have like a whole stack of rotten flesh, I'll use the remove command. But sometimes I'll just eat the rotten flesh as well, so I don't have to, you know, just completely waste it. But rotten flesh is probably the #1 thing that I usually get rid of, and I usually just use the remove command. But I'm not going to do that here because I don't think there's a point to. Yeah, let's do this. Let's honestly do that. And then do that. And then I think we should also do this. Let's just make a full set, except for... I'll save that. You know what? Actually... just make 2 of them, I guess. So I don't like to have extra 1 sticks lying around. What did I just do? Oh, there it is. Alright, so hopefully there's 3 of them. That's 1. Wow, there's only 2. Okay, well, we can't even make a bucket with that. That sucks. Alright, well, let's make our double chests. And let's make our torches. And we got a nice starter here. There, there, there. And then spruce doors, which are the ugliest doors in my opinion, but that's just my opinion. Alright, and then let's get some more wood. Yeah, let's get some more wood before it gets dark out. Because once it gets dark out, I'm not even going to bother. Oh, ooh, there's water right there. Ooh, there's pumpkins too. I mean, I can't make pumpkin pie yet, but I can, you know, collect them for later. I can make a snow golem, actually. I may make a snow golem. I don't know. Depends on how I feel. Because I don't think there's any purpose of having a snow golem until I have a base. Alright. Let's see if we can keep going. It does suck because I did like my old spawn because it had lapis on the first dive down for the strip mine, but honestly at this point, I just want to kind of, you know, optimize it so it looks good for you guys. Because if it doesn't look good for you guys, then what's the point of even playing this game? So we'll see what happens. So yeah, I'm hoping that with these optimization features that I can maybe add some mods that you guys want to see. But honestly, I do want to stick to the vanilla stuff for the most part. If I do add mods, I think the #1 thing I would like to add is either a biomes mod or more creatures. Because honestly, at this point, the only thing I like in this game is building. And the best thing about that is that I could add the more concrete mod to add better concrete, so we can use have concrete for more, because concrete looks better than wool in my opinion. Wool has its preferences that I like, but honestly concrete looks better. So if I was going to add a mod, it would probably be the more concrete mod, and then add maybe some better ores so we can make more advanced weapons or more colorful weapons, because I do like the mods that add like sapphire and ruby ores, so we can make sapphire and ruby swords. But that would probably be one of the few mods that I add to this game. Unless you guys have any other performance mods that you'd like to see, I can send over my mod folder if you want to see it, but it really only has 8 mods and they're all performance stuff, so nothing too graphic yet. Alright, so I guess the first thing I should do is make a bunch of sticks, and then I should smelt those for torches, make more sticks. Sticks will be good for making ladders, and I'll just make a few ladders so I can start going down. Alright, so how you go down, you go over here, and you basically, oh cool, nice. Man, we're getting so lucky with the ore spawns here. We got coal, so now we don't even have to worry about smelting anything with sticks anymore. We got coal. And we got free experience too. I think this is a pretty good start. I think this is a pretty good start to the world so far. Of course, it's going to make like no sense to people who watch this in a playlist and are like, why is the first two in just a single area and this one's in a brand new area? Well, you know what? I just wanted to, make it look better for you guys, so. Alright, let's even this out. We can make this into a room of some sort in the future. This could be where the strip mine starts, actually. Right here in this corner. And then we just keep digging down. The same thing that happens with every strip mine is you gotta do 2x2. There are people who do the 2x1. I don't really like that one. I hear skeletons. I really don't want to go into a cave. So yeah, of course, the mythical level is Y11. Y11 is where you get diamonds. Is that a cave? That's a cave. Okay. Alright, we gotta be smart about this. Okay, there's definitely a skeleton down there. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Alright, we're gonna have to be quick about this because the skeleton's definitely gonna shoot us. Alright, there we go. And we can keep going down now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, so we're going to try and get all the way down to Y11 and try and, get to that position. But first what I want to do, no. What I want to do is do make what I should have done last time. And that is, shoot, did I do it wrong? Oh, I just needed coal. Okay. And I'll make a campfire. Just to make it a little bit homey outside. Okay. I don't need all this. Make some more torches for the strip mine. And then let's save a little wood, but then the rest will go into making sticks. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom. Boom. Alright, 56 should get us, let's see how far we have to go. Let's see how far we have to go here. Oh, we're actually almost there. Alright. Pickaxe is about to break though. I'm gonna go until this pickaxe breaks. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. So all we need is one more piece of iron, and then we can use that water source down in the cave over there to make a infinite water source, which is what we need. You know what? I want to make this a separate room, but at the same time, I don't like it. There we go. Alright. So yeah, that is going to be the end of this video. I'm going to try and make a few more videos today and post them. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm sorry that the series had to restart, but after people said that in the comments section that we needed to download optimization mods because the game looked like garbage, I decided to add them so that you guys could have a better experience. Remember to like if you like, dislike if you don't, subscribe if you like it, comment below your thoughts if you want to add any mods that are like performance based, optimization based, and maybe some extra like mods and stuff that like aren't too big, don't want to make it too laggy, but at the same time don't want to make it too boring for you guys. So anyway, have a blessed day as always, and of course, as always, toodaloo!